I'm at the National Self-Build and Renovation Centre here in Swindon by junction 16 off the M4, and I've come down to find out all about bathrooms. So now I've got my scanner, I can scan the relevant suppliers' stands who can then get hold of me. So let's get started. The first thing I have to consider is my budget and how much I can realistically afford. I know allowing a good contingency is essential. Now, if you can't afford a beautiful bathroom like this, you can buy a basic white suite for about £300, then maybe allow about £200 for someone to fit it, providing it's a straight in, straight out, which means you're not having to rearrange any of the plumbing. And then you can finish off with some lovely fittings like this to give it a more expensive look. Potton have actually got a whole house here at the centre, so let's go and have a look at their bathroom. Design and planning should be next on your list. Try and think what you're trying to achieve. In other words, what do you want from your bathroom? A common mistake many people make is buying a discounted suite, which ends up being too big for the space that they actually have. Some graph paper and scaled cutouts helped me play with various layouts before installing. Choosing how to heat your water and how economical you wish to be should be a consideration when planning your bathroom. Now, there are plenty of different options from the traditional through to heat recovery, even solar thermal. And of course there are pros and cons to each of them, and here at the centre there are plenty of options to choose from. We've all been in bathrooms with poor ventilation. Well, now there are very strict building regulations with a minimum of 15 litres per second extraction capacity for extractor fans. Extractor fan options are maybe through the wall or maybe up through the attic space like this one. The good news is there are experts here who can help. What a vast range of radiators. And you can get loads of inspiration and see many varieties of bathrooms, fixtures and fittings right here in the Trade Village. Lighting is a key consideration in bathroom legislation. For example, bathrooms are actually zoned, so you have to pick the right lighting for the right zone. For example, zone 0 here in the shower or anywhere else that is in contact with direct water needs to have a lot more of a secure fitting than maybe zone 2, which is over a metre away from direct water. But of course the fittings could look exactly the same. Well, I've learned loads today about bathrooms and planning for the future, but I've still got one or two questions, so I'm going to chat with Adrian, who's one of the on-site technical experts. Hi Adrian.
Hi Alistair.
I've been having a good wander around the centre learning all about bathrooms, but wondered if you had any specific advice or tips you could give me on installing a new one.
Check when it gets to site that it's in the right condition and don't get stripping out the old one until it does arrive on site. Also, basically, when you do strip your old one out or you're fitting a new one, make sure you've got isolation valves to all the new sanitary ware, basically in case there's any problems in the future. Also, if you've got an acrylic bath, make sure you fill it before you seal it. Otherwise, basically, when it starts contracting or expanding, basically your sealant will all start cracking, etc. So yeah,
that's great ideas. Now, what about for me? I'm living in a hard water area. Is there anything I can do?
Water softener, yeah, very good. Like you say, that will help. Obviously, cut down on the lime scale then. So water softener will be the thing to look at then.
Adrian, that's great. Thank you. Such great advice. And of course, these guys are here all the time at the centre every day, giving you free and impartial advice on self-builds and renovation projects. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can find more information on the National Self-Build website. And I'll be back very soon with some more interesting ideas as I continue my quest to create the perfect home.